But how would you go camping for the week? You just had Achilles surgery. You were still in a boot. Ugh, I'd never go camping. I'm too high maintenance for all that stuff. Hey guys, welcome back to the Best Coast Show. I'm your host, Albert Aguilera. As always, that is my producer, Curtis Stage. Curtis, so what's on the agenda today?
We're 2 weeks post-trade deadline. We want to see where we're at with that. We've got Puig. Is he heating up or is he not heating up? Should we even still trade Puig? We have Kikè Hernandez. He wants to be an everyday player. Should he be an everyday player? And then, of course, we got Zach Greinke and his bat flips.
No, Zach Greinke needing to get paid.
And getting paid.
He's going to get paid. All right, so as you guys know, I wanted Cole Hamels because Cole Hamels is awesome, and Cole Hamels still had another 3 years on his contract. It wasn't 3 months. Meanwhile, Curtis over here wanted Price, who has turned out to be like the best of all the trades that anyone has done because he's doing phenomenal over in Toronto right now. And just looking at the numbers, Cole Hamels, 0-1 in 2 starts, ERA of 5.9.
So he's about the same as what we got.
As about the same. Cueto's been doing really great. In 4 starts, Cueto's just under 2. He's like 1.8. But the guy that's been dominating is the guy that you wanted, Price. He's at 1.6 in 3 starts.
And
he's
the
doing
Jays
great.
have been on fire.
And the Jays have been on fire. Like that's been phenomenal. Now, on the flip side, what we got now, I wasn't ignorant to think that we were going to get a Greinke Kershaw version 2.0. I wasn't.
No.
What we saw was I wanted a 4 and 5 guy to be a 4 and 5 guy. I needed them to be average. I need you to be average. You're the 4 and 5 guy. I'm not expecting to be phenomenal.
Because Anderson's been good.
Anderson's been very good for us because he's actually been healthy. And what I wanted out of Latos and Wood was give me 6 1/3, give me an ERA mid to high 3s. That will save our bullpen, but they've done the opposite. They got ERAs over 6, okay? Latos is 6.75, and they're only going out there throwing 5 innings, so they're just destroying the bullpen.
Which can't afford to be destroyed.
No, because it sucks, because it's the 23rd best bullpen in the majors. Meanwhile, we're sitting behind every team in the NL Central. We're still in first place, but we're sitting behind every team in the NL Central whose bullpens, the Pirates, the Cubs, the Cardinals, are 1, 2, and 9.
Yeah. No, 1, 2, and 5, I think.
Oh, in the
National
National League. In the National League, not overall. And that's terrible. So what do we do about that? Should we have gone after relief pitchers?
Well, I mean, I don't know who else was out there besides Chapman, and I don't know that the Reds really were going to trade Chapman. I think we need to bullpen was a problem last year. We didn't win the World Series.
The bullpen's always a problem. When Friedman came in, he said, look, the bullpen's an issue. I'm going to improve on it. The bullpen's always an issue. Whether it's doing good or not, it's always an issue because the bullpen is something you can always improve on. Yeah. That's not something we've done. The guys we brought over, what was the stat? 36 runs given up in 36 innings?
Yeah, Jim Johnson
That's terrible.
He gave up 10 runs in one game and 5
His
in another.
opening game.
I mean, he's pitching better. The thing is, we've got Kenley Jansen. He's great. I mean, he's probably right now he's having a phenomenal year at the back end of the bullpen, but we can't trot him out there for a 4-out save.
Well,
for the next
I
month.
don't care about saves. I care about wins. I don't care about saves. I need the best pitcher for the best situation to go out there and pitch. Not, I know it's the 7th. I know it's the 8th. It's not a save situation. Let's not use our best pitcher. Yeah. If it's a 2, 3, 4 hitters in their lineup coming up and we need a hold, use your best pitcher.
Well, don't you think that Wood and Latos are just getting settled in? They're on a new team.
No, that doesn't mean anything. Because,
Why?
No,
they just moved here.
When you get traded from
they have to drive.
I don't care. They have drivers. They have drivers that can drive them. I don't care about you settling in because you had 20 starts to start the season to settle in. Yeah. When you get traded from one team to another, you're expected to produce because as a starting pitcher, you have 10, maybe 12 starts.
Yeah.
You have to produce. You can't come over and let me get settled in.
Yeah.
No, you're already in mid-season form. You've already pitched 20 times. Get in there, do your job.
Because Alex Wood was a little pissed at fans and the media, kind of last week. He was saying, just calm down, everybody. And
no. We can't calm down. We haven't been to the World Series since '88.
I know.
We keep getting knocked out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Don't tell me to calm down. He needs to calm down.
Okay.
He
needs to stop giving up runs. All right.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
So what about Puig? Heating up? The eye test, I feel like Puig is heating back up.
All right. So if you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, I said we need to trade him. I wanted to trade him. Curtis did not want to trade him. Curtis loves Yasiel. I'm whatever on him. And the Dodgers saw the episode, and they put him on waivers.
That was it.
They said, listen, sir, Best Coast doesn't want you. We're going to throw you on waivers. And he was immediately claimed, and he immediately pulled back. But according to Curtis, he's heating up. The eye test. In 10 games, he's had 3 home runs, which is great. He's heating up, but he's still hitting 250.
Yeah. Yeah, well, but I mean, I think his swings look better. He's going to the opposite way now.
What he has done is he has adjusted his batting stance. He bats so far away from the plate,
Yeah.
which is really annoying. But he's adjusted and he is hitting the ball the opposite field. He's got so much power. Like the dude's so just buff and strong that he's not a home run hitter. He's a line drive hitter.
You don't need him to hit home runs.
Yeah, you don't. You need get in the gap. He's fast enough to get the doubles and the triples.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he needs to hit. At least he's not striking out as much as Jock, though.
Nobody is. All right. How about Kikè Hernandez? Again, every episode we have to talk about him. He said that on Twitter that he thought he was an everyday player. Is he an everyday player for the Dodgers?
He is an everyday player. I feel that he's an everyday player, just not for the Dodgers. And the problem is, it's not that he's not good enough to be an everyday player. He just happens to play at positions that we have filled with players that are very good when they're healthy.
Yeah.
And
because he's made some amazing defensive plays in the last couple weeks.
Offensive. I mean, his entertainment value doesn't stop with bananas in the dugout.
I love that part.
And unfortunately, Kendrick has been doing so well for us, and Kikè plays second base, that Kendrick is there. But right now that he's on the DL, that's why he stepped in. When he plays the outfield for us, when our outfielders are healthy, when Puig and Jock and Carl and Ether and Van Slyke and our 9 outfielders are playing, they play very well. So is he an everyday player? Yes. Everyday player for the current Dodger roster? I don't think so.
He's moved ahead of almost anybody else coming off the bench.
Right.
Dodgers are number 1 in WAR for pinch hitters. That tells you something.
That tells you how good they are, because the person that drops that is Callaspo. Okay, I hate Callaspo because when it comes down to it, I think you can always make the argument that this guy's hot because of this and he should be an everyday player, but maybe it's because he's not an everyday player that he's hot, because
pitchers haven't figured him out.
Pitchers haven't figured him out, and the wear and tear on his body is not there every night.
He's a very athletic second baseman, though.
He is.
I mean, he plays
Well, and he's
really
still
well
really
there.
young too, so it's not like you're coming in and like Chase Utley right now is the second baseman that people are talking about. Chase is like 36.
I don't want him.
It's like
talking about us getting him?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want
because
him.
there's like 6 teams that are out to get him right now. And apparently the Dodgers are on that list. And it's like, we really don't need another second baseman that's hurt all the time, that's older, that is not going to take the wear and tear.
He's a Southern California guy, but I don't want him. Okay, so then what about, we got to talk about Zach. 2 things, of course, his bat flips. And, I mean, we got this guy, I think he's going to be the Cy Young winner this year. I mean, Kershaw's pitching great, but he's 13-2, has the lowest ERA in baseball.
All right, and here's the thing. Kershaw had a bad April. Kershaw tends to have bad Aprils. He gets shelled in Arizona. I don't know why he can't play at Chase Field. He just gets shelled. And that one bad month ballooned his ERA. But Kershaw's been Kershaw since then. So you see that his ERA is slowly getting better. But I'm not at all taking anything away from Zach. Zach has been the best pitcher. Even when what's his face? Scherzer was throwing his no-hitters and taking no-hitters into the 8th every start, Zach was still playing better. I mean, the only reason Zach hasn't gotten the kind of attention is because Zach hasn't thrown the no-hitter. But it's like, he goes out there, he dominates, he
amazing.
hits.
He's one of the best hitters on our team.
And it's like, there's no reason why, unless he goes out there and he has 3 or 4 straight bad starts, there's no reason why he wouldn't win the Cy Young this year, even though Kershaw's slowly catching up to him.
Would he be the first number 2? We have to find that out. Would he be the first number 2 to win a Cy Young?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I've never heard of a number 2. I mean, he's obviously a number 1 on any other team. Most likely, but I don't know if a number 2's ever won a Cy Young. We got to look that up.
We can look that up. That's why we have internet machines.
Good.
So, and then...
Do you give him what about the bat flip? I mean, we've got...
I love the bat flip because here's what people don't understand. He can teach bat flip lessons in Korea if he wanted to, okay? One day he decides, I don't want to play baseball anymore. I'm going to retire. He can leave to Korea and become a bat flip instructor.
It's fluid.
His bat flip is very fluid because, I mean, I know Madison Bumgarner is going to get upset and start chirping at him and blah, 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 but that's because he's a bum. And no pun intended. But the thing with it, if you look at Yasiel's swing, he swings, he lingers at the plate.
He does
that's why it bothers.
He looks at it.
He looks at it. That's why it bothers pitchers. That's why it bothers catchers. But when Zach swings, he swings in his swing and immediately breaks at the wrist and chucks the thing and runs.
And he's running full speed.
And he's running full speed. He knows it's over the fence, but he's still going to run full speed. In the event that it's not, he can land at second base. But I think that's why people don't hate on him, because his bat flip is just a snap of the wrist and it's gone. He doesn't sit there and linger. But
it's not because he's not Cuban. Anyway, okay. So what about I mean, we got to pay this guy now. I mean, he's going to be 31.
No, he's currently 31. He turns 32.
No, I think he's... Oh, does he?
Yeah,
okay.
He turns 32 October 21st, Game 2 of the World Series.
What kind of contract do you give him?
You give him whatever he wants. It's going to be game 2 of the World Series. He's going to be pitching on his birthday. He's going to be his own DH. He's going to get the win. You pay him what he wants because, I mean, realistically, they're not going to say, give me 7 years. No, he's going to be 32. He'll probably get an additional 2 on his current contract for more money. So you give him 5 years, and it's like, whatever. You got more money than God.
Yeah.
Just give him what he wants so we can win
Randy
the World
Johnson
Series.
pitched late into his career in the World Series.
And he still did well.
Yeah.
And I don't see why they wouldn't.
And Greinke's in good shape. I mean, he's
is in
probably the
good
most
shape.
athletic guy on besides Puig, maybe. I mean,
Because he can hit. Like, I want to see him get a single and try to steal second base. I want to see him try and... No, I don't really... I'm just saying this for the sake of saying it because I think it sounds fun. I don't want to see my pitchers in any situation where they may get hurt.
Yeah.
But I want to see him try to break up a double play. How great would that be? That would be
pretty awesome.
fantastic. But anyways, guys, we're going to leave you with the GIF of the day. This GIF illustrates the negotiation tactics that Friedman and Zaidi are going through right now. And, I mean, with him, he's going to opt out because he's smart and he knows what he's worth. But I really don't know what else you can do other than this. I
this
mean,
is a funny GIF.
I mean, what else do you do?
That's it.
No. All right, guys. Well, that's our show. Thanks for swinging by. As always, stalk us on the Twitter at Best Coast Show. That's Curtis Stage. You guys have a good night.